Hello everybody. I'm sorry for background noise. It's my little heater going. It's very cold and wet and I need to stay warm to do this. So I apologize. Just use it as white noise or whatever you want. Here we go. So Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Hearts, the High Priestess, the Justice card, and the Page of Wands. Swords, Pentacles being a big part of this. There's a lot of earth and grounded energy coming in with this. And I feel it as a definite yes or no. And we have also the card here. Nope. It came in. And it's one of my favorite in this deck. I'm using the tiny one that they sent me, but I'll put it up close so you're going to see it. Look at the fortune cookie. Look at what it says. Nope. And you have all the little soldiers of the chess game, right? Of the chess. Like, one side is like the white, the darkness and the light, right? And there's a big nope, and there's the oracle right there in the background. Watching. Six. Beautiful. With the Six of Pentacles that came here. This is the closest that I have to harmonizing. But that six of Pentacles always means to me, it's your personal sense of give and take. Like, it's not everybody gives equally or takes equally. Sometimes we take more, sometimes we take less, but it's all on an individual level. And that's what the Six of Pentacles has always meant for me. A personal sense of balancing. That's why he's holding the scales, right? This is how you give and take. Over here, same thing. Nope, six. Some things are not going to be for you. Some things are definitely going to be for you. But it's not both sides that decide to the middle. It's you who decides for you. Orphaned. Five. Five has been coming up a lot this week in the Hierophant. It's been coming out a lot in the way that it comes in, because it came in loneliness yesterday. It's that kind of feeling where you feel alone. There's loneliness, and there is it's not loneliness in a way that you feel alone. It's going to feel like you have gone on a high mountain by yourself, right here with the King of Swords. But it's not really alone in a way that you've been abandoned. Even though this is what it feels like to you. It feels like an orphan situation in the way that it comes in. Because you go so deep into insight that it's almost like you feel like you've been abandoned alone on this mountain. But I'm telling you right now, it's more observing than it is aloneness. And this is what comes in, the observer. 49 to 13 comes to 4. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6. We're really getting into it. The observer with the King of Swords again, being high on the mountain, watching what's coming in. There's something big this week that has come in. And in that, it's either coming in this week or next week, or it's about to. I don't know. It could already be here for you. It could be already here for us. They did not choose to tell me exactly what is coming in. They gave me a blank card this week. But it's a pivot point. It's actually a very big pivot point. The other card that came in a lot was anything remotely to do with the heart space. If we're to move, we're moving into it from the heart space. The High Priestess made a showing a few times this week. She's coming in to end the week again. She's coming in to tell us we've got to go in this heart space. The Justice card for me is the old system of rule. Again, the two sides looking in. The darkness and the darkness and the light, the right and the wrong, the yes and the no. There's no in between in this. These are systems that have been decided upon, and the things that we've been following so far, you know? You grow up, you do this, you do that, you do this. This is the societal kind of crap that's been coming in. But there's been a slow change right here with this Knight of Pentacles. That's slow progress. But I think that's what's happening, is that there's a new spark coming in. You see it right here. Something new is coming in. And then there's the time to go card. 45, 9. 9 is a frequency number. It's an activation number. And the time to go also makes me think that there's certain things that are going to need to go. The old's going to have to make way for the new in a very, very deliberate way. The Four of Pentacles is making me feel like this is the control part of it. The thing that's been under somebody's control for way too long. Held in, right? Hold on too tightly. Is going to need room to breathe, and it is going to at this point. Something new is definitely coming in. So what else is there here? When I look, I see pairs as well. I see a king and a queen. I see again here. But is this Lady Justice? It doesn't really matter. No, it's Justice, I think, is supposed to be. It's fine. I do see a lot of pairs. I see again, 6 is about the polarities, the masculine and the feminine coming in a lot here. Masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine. A lot of that is coming in, the two sides. The two sides, even the darkness and the light, is masculine, feminine. There's that polarity. Something is this, all of this is to bring something back into balance. It was called balanced in the old way of doing it. The old preconceived reality of what we live every day. This is a new kind of balance. And in essence, it's a rebalancing. That's what I feel. It's a rebalancing. It's like that didn't work anymore, hasn't worked in a long time, and now we're in the process of taking it apart and making it work the way it should, the way it needs to, I don't know, go back to more of a center. Not completely centered, because this is not equal parts like this. This isn't, it's got to be that or that. It's a different kind of balancing. It's more on a personal side, right? Think about it this way. Kids go to school, they're all put in the same class, they're all expected to learn the same way. But in the last years, because of COVID, because of everything, even before that, it was starting to be seen that children, and as they grow, they can't all be in the same spot. Some of them can. But to be different in learning was always seen as something of a learning disability. And it's not. It's really not. It's just different ways of learning. We all have different words for syndromes now. ADHD, ADD, all this stuff, right? Autism. You just, everything that comes in. But are they really like deterrents to learning, or are they just simply different ways of being? And if we work with them instead of against them, we will actually have a more productive society. This is that thing. It's saying, don't take something that's different and call it bad. Take something that's different and work with it, and it's all going to be on an individual basis. I know I learn a very different way than others. I know that I can learn anything if you spoon feed it to me. I've learned this even from just trying to code, right? Recently, I've done a lot of coding. If somebody tells me in order to do that, you need this. Some people will be able to take that and follow each instruction. I can't. As soon as you give me 25 things, my brain shuts down. It shuts off. It's like, nope, I can't do any of it. So what needs to happen immediately after, you can gather all the instructions, but you need to spoon feed them one thing at a time. One little bite, one little piece. I can't see the whole thing. I have to work at it and chip away at it. I have succeeded a lot in my life doing it this way, but I know that it's a learning thing. I know how to work with my brain. Some people are going, well, why can't you just do it this way? It's not necessarily bad, but it makes you feel like you're divergent, right? And divergent has gotten a bad name. Divergent comes from the word diverse. Diverse means different. Diverse means I can probably come up with different solutions than you, but that's not a bad thing, especially when you need a variety of solutions to come up with a solution, right? So we need to demystify and take all the definitions, shake them up in a bowl, and make them mean something different at this point. This was just an example of something. It's not necessarily what's happening in the world, but something this week has come to light that's going to make us realize that we have not been seeing the whole thing. It's going to become very clear, just like divergent means that you are diverse. That means you are a flavor unto yourself, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It just means that it means a different thing. That's all. That's all it means. It means different. Not bad, not good, just different. So this is the same thing. It's time to let go of the old. It's time to say nope when you've had it. It's time to don't feel. This part bothers me because it's a few times I saw loneliness and also orphaned. Please don't feel that way. You are not alone. You're simply just sometimes those things make you feel like you're alone, but you're not. Because I know for a fact that other people feel or think like me, and even if they don't, some people would never think that the way I do things is a bad way. They might think of me as, oh, she thinks that way, and that's good. That might help us, because I might pick up on little things that they wouldn't have seen as they're looking at the big picture while I look at the one little piece at a time, right? So let others have their gifts, let you have your gifts, and maybe if we work all together, those gifts will become something better, bigger, more diverse. Thank you so much for having joined me this week for all the readings. I appreciate the fact that you're sticking around and that you're supporting me. I know I've gone quiet on the other channels. I just need time. I'm putting my energy in other things. But as I said, I would never, this Pisces would be the very last channel I ever give up on, because it means too much to me. So thank you so much, and I will see you next week sometime. And bye for now, Pisces.